Good morning, students. Myself, Dr. Haribhau Agire, Assistant Professor, Department of Botany, Maharaja Jivajirao Shinde Mahavidyalay, Srigonda, District Ahmednagar. The main aim of this video is only for educational purpose. And the main reason behind this, due to the pandemic all over the world, pandemic of COVID-19, and to face this problem, we are going to organize a online lecture series, and this is one of the part of this online lecture series. Our subject is botany. This college is affiliated to Savitribai Phule University of Pune, and our paper is paper number 2nd, SYBSE paper number 2nd, that is plant physiology. In that plant physiology, in the last videos, we have completed chapter number 1. In that chapter number 1, we have completed the importance of plant physiology, definition of plant physiology in different fields, how physiology plays very vital role. We have studied all that things in the last videos, and main aim of this today's video is to start the chapter number 2, that is absorption of water. Absorption of water is the name of today's topic. Then we know that water is a very important factor for the growth and development of the plant, and how that water are absorbed by the plant is a very important thing. What is the main mechanism to absorption of that water inside the plant? Which are the different organs to participate in the absorption of water? We know that the root is a very important organ. It is underground part of the plant, and it plays very vital role in absorption of water, which is required for the growth and development of the plant. Then in today's lecture, we are going to learn that the role of water in plants. Then what is the role? Almost 3/4 of the surface of the earth is occupied by water, and it is the most limiting factor in the production of terrestrial plants. Means, for the growth and development of the terrestrial plant, water is very important. And all over the world, of all the substances is necessary to plant life, and the largest requirement is water, pani. And water is present throughout the plant body. We know that from root to fruit also, and sometimes seeds also. We have to eat some seeds. At that time we have to found some water in that seeds also. In this way, throughout the plant body there is water, and all cells are surrounded by and impregnated with water. Then in most cells and tissues, we know that tissue is a group of cells, and most of the cells, most of the tissue of the higher plants, water constitutes more than 80% of the fresh weight. Fresh weight च्या तुलनेत आपण विचार केला तर more than 80% of the water is present in the plant, and water content of some growing cells may rise up to 90% or more than 90%. But in dormant seeds and birds, it may be rise or it may be 10% or even less. In some cases or in some seeds, birds, the percentage of water may be less than 10%. And the availability of soil, water to plant roots and the demands of the atmosphere of water vapor are the most important ecological factors responsible for the distribution of higher plant species on the earth. Distribution of higher plants on the earth. How they are distributed on the basis of their requirements and ecological factors. Then the significance of water to the life of higher plants can be visualized better through its functions in plants. We can visualize better the significance of water to the life of higher plants through its functions in plants. Which are different functions of water in plants? And we have to learn with the help of these different points. Then, it is a major constituent of the protoplasm. Water is the major constituent. खूप महत्वाचा घटक आहे प्रोटोप्लाझमचा. And 90 to 95% by weight. It is very important part or major constituent of the protoplasm. Then, what is another function of the water? It maintains turgidity in plant cells and tissues. Turgidity, fugirpana. And it is due to water in that cells or tissues. And these turgid cells, normal biochemical functions can be takes place. We know that if a groundnut is there and we kept that ground with water, then that groundnut become turgid. And when it become turgid, there is some biochemical reactions takes place inside or in that cells or the tissues of that groundnut seeds. In the same way, pisum, take an example of pisum, where we kept the pisum in the water, it become a turgid and it start to germinate after some time. And the turgid cells, normal biochemical functions can be takes place. Then water is the medium where several metabolic reactions occur. Water is the medium where several metabolic reactions takes place. It is one of the important media or medium. And with the help of this water, there are different biochemical processes takes place in the plants. We know that. Then, next point is that it acts as a solvent. Water is a very important solvent, and water acts as a solvent which the mineral nutrient enter the plants. And when that solvent enter in the plant cells or the xylem, then it absorbs different minerals, different nutrients which is required for the growth and development of the plant. Then it is also responsible for cellular transport. What will not only absorb water, but it is responsible for cellular transport and translocation of solute within the plant. Transportation and translocation of the solutes in the plants. Then it is one of the important reactants. Water takes part in reactions, metabolic reactions, and therefore it is called as a reactant. Water is one of the important reactant. A number of hydrolytic metabolic reactions. Hydrolytic metabolic reactions are takes place by the water, and therefore it is one of the important reactant. Then We know photosynthesis is a very important chemical or metabolic activity of the plant life, and in photosynthesis, hydrogen in water molecule, water H2O, there is a hydrogen, two molecules of hydrogen and one molecule of oxygen, and out of that hydrogen in water molecule is incorporated into organic compounds like sugar phosphate with the release of oxygen through photolysis. या photolysis साह्यानं it incorporated in the organic compounds. And water is essential for reduction of carbon dioxide also. Water is required for the reduction of carbon dioxide. Then, water is the end product of respiration. Water plays a very vital role, and it is one of the important end product of the respiration and oxidative phosphorylation reaction. What is oxidative phosphorylation? Where it takes place, and it is the end product of oxidative phosphorylation is a water, and plant absorbs more water from soil. We know that soil is one of the important media, and with the help of the soil, and if that is connected with the root, and root are absorbed different water, minerals and nutrients from the soil and give out greater amounts of water in the form of water vapors. And when it absorbs more water, that water are given out from the aerial parts of the plant in the form of a fat vapor, and that maintains optimum temperature around the plant. And we feel very well when there is a greenery around us, and it maintains the temperature around not only plant but entire land also. And the cell elongation phase, what is the important role? The cell elongation phase requires water. We know that in the growth and development there is a process of elongation of the cells, and this elongation of the cells requires more water for the growth and development of the cells. Then the next point is that the large number of plant movements. Plant movement. Large number of plant movements are also takes place in the plants. Which are the plant movements? Like opening and closing of the stomata. Stomata are open sometime, they are closed sometime, and this movement require more water. The like stomatal opening and closing by the activity of guard cells. Which cells perform this activity of movement? The guard cells which are present in the stomata. The nocturnal foldings of the leaflets. We see that in some plants the leaflets they are closed at night time. आपण पाहतो 5-6च्या नंतर संध्याकाळी प्लांटकडे पाहिलं त्याचे प्लांटचे पानं असे आपल्याला झाकलेले दिसतात, जुळलेले दिसतात. What is the reason behind this? That is one of the important moment of the guard cells. Nocturnal foldings of the leaflets in certain plants like members of Cisalpinaceae. Cisalpinaceae जे काय मेंबर्स आहेत त्या Cisalpinaceae मेंबर्स मध्ये आपल्याला अशा प्रकारची closing, nocturnal closing of the leaflets takes place. Then Thigmotropisa in Mimosa pudica, त्याला मराठीमध्ये आपण लाजळू म्हणतो. लाजळूचे पान असे जुळले जातात, झाकले जातात, आपण त्याला लाजते प्लांट लाजते असं म्हणतो. पण व्हॉट इज दॅट? दॅट इज वन ऑफ द इम्पॉर्टंट मोमेंट ऑफ द प्लांट. दॅट इज Mimosa pudica is the name of that plant. And Mimosa, they have the Thigmotropism is there. When we touch to that plant close their leaves. And then leaf curling is also one of the important moment of the plants. Then opening of the flower. Opening of the flower is also one of the important moment. Then opening of flower. Expansion of corolla is also important moment. And many others are because of loss and gain of water from the cells. या सगळ्या मोमेंट्स कशामुळे आहे? The gain and loss of the water from that cells, and we have learned and studied about the different moments in different plants, different plant families. Like Sisal Pinnaceae, they have closing their leaf at the night time. Then thigmotropism, then expansion of corolla, expansion of calyx. That is one of the important moments takes place by the plants. In this way, in today's video, we have learned about the what is the role of water in plants. And lastly, we have seen very fastly that higher plant constitute more than 80% of the water by their fresh weight. Then growing cells rise sometimes to 90% or more water. Then it maintains turgidity in plants. फुगीरपणा येतो cells मध्ये, plant मध्ये, and tissues. Then in turgid cells, normal biochemical functions are takes place. Then water is the medium where several metabolic reactions occurs. If there is no water, there will be no reactions. And in presence of water, there are different reactions takes place. Then water acts as one of the important solvents. And with the help of this water, mineral nutrients enter in the plants. Then it is the reactant and number of hydrolytic metabolic reactions. Then in photosynthesis, water molecule is incorporated into organic compounds like sugar phosphate with release of oxygen. Then water is essential for reduction of carbon dioxide. Then it is the end product of respiration in oxidative phosphorylation. Oxidative phosphorylation मध्ये water is an end product. Then plant absorbs more water from soil and give a greater amount of water in the form of a water vapor, and it maintains optimum temperature in the plant and surrounding plant and all over the land also. Then cell elongation phase requires more water and stomatal opening and closing and thigmotropism and other different metabolic movements of the plants that are takes place in the presence of water. If there is no water, no moments will be takes place, no opening up and closing of the stomata will takes place. This is only for educational purpose. Students listen very carefully and study very properly. Thank you.